disrupted.
America that I fought.
Weird thing to happen. Hello, one and all. Welcome to this edition of Kitz Corner. Hope you're having a fantastic day. My God, it happened again. It happened again. And while I'm trying to hold it in and realize that this is an old, fragile man and should be taken seriously for his health concerns and declining health, it is absolutely hilarious that we literally live in a weekend at Bernie situation when it comes to the White House, when it comes to the administration of Biden and Kamala Harris. It is just a clown show. It is a circus. And like I said, I want to feel bad, and I kind of do feel bad, because if Joe Biden wasn't in politics, this is clearly a man that is in a mental decline that needs assistance. He needs to, you know, be with his loved ones, be with his family, and needs to be taken care of. Not be running a country and being in charge of 330 million people. I think that's the official population. I'm not totally sure. That's the last I've heard. He should not take a leadership role when you're in declining health. And there is countless times where this has been so revealing of Biden's declining health. But it happened again in a 4th of July rally that was hosted at the White House. And let's just say you're in for a treat.
America Day. Go get 'em.
And here's Leo.
Where is he? I don't know, man. I want to say hi to him.
So, from what I'm getting from this, he just did a speech, probably, you know, saying about American independence and, you know, saying the right buzzwords at a time like this. And then he does like a shuffle on, I don't know what that is, like doing a shuffle on stage. He's like trying to run away, but not actually running. Like, I don't get why he does that. But then he walks away. They're about to introduce, I think it's Neo. I think it's Neo on stage. And he's looking at the wall, wondering where this guy is. Where is he? Where is he? I want to talk to him. It's a good thing I can laugh at this, because it is scary to imagine that this guy, who's supposed to be commander-in-chief in charge of foreign affairs, the economy, infrastructure, and everything between, is just this obviously demented. Obviously.
America Day. Go get 'em.
And here's Leo.
Where is he? I don't know, man. I want to say hi to him.
Turn around.
You're trying to get me off the stage. You're afraid I'm going to try to sing, aren't you? Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
So that was the problem. He was supposed to exit off stage so that Neo could come on stage. And he went the other direction, stared at the curtain, waiting for him to show up on stage. Oh, it's a good thing I can laugh, because it is, as it is funny, it is also painful that this guy has the utmost power of the world. And they're just holding him up with, you know, Band-Aids and duct tape at this point. Like, basically a marionette. The ones that are tied in strings and just, like, walk around. It is just unbelievable that they're still trying to push him forward and getting him to rerun in 2024 in the state that he's in now. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. He just turned 80, and it's not doing better. It's not doing better. I mean, Dianne Feinstein's in a wheelchair, and they're still trying to wheel her off to Congress. Instead of saying, hey, enough is enough. Let this woman this nefarious woman, a lot of stuff I could say about her. Let her just rest. You know, she had a good career. She had a good run. Just let her rest. Move on with her life. Enjoy with her grandkids or what family she's got. Face, like he knows that he screwed up. He knows that he should not have done that, and he knows that someone would have posted this on Twitter. Like I genuinely feel bad. I genuinely feel bad. If it wasn't for the character of who Biden is, I would genuinely feel bad. Because I know that there's people out there that are suffering through dementia and Alzheimer's and are, mentally not there. And it's devastating. It's devastating to witness it. But considering the fact that this is the supreme leader of the United States of America, in charge of all these people, institutions, the economy, infrastructure, foreign affairs, like this, you should have a healthy bodied person, both physically and mentally. That is, you want a strong leader who's efficient. And this is definitely not at all physically and mentally efficient whatsoever. And not only did it happen the 4th of July, which that was a hysterical moment, but he also did a round of interviews recently. And primarily this one on MSNBC where he's talking to Nicole Wallace, former Bush aide, now talking to Joe Biden because, whether Democrat or Republican, great minds think alike, right? Especially when it's to exploit people. So they're having a conversation. They're about to end it. And watch how Joe Biden ends the conversation. And it's just, again, it's hilarious, but I actually do genuinely feel bad. And this is why he should not be in public spotlight, period.
Well, and the ones that didn't vote for your bills but run on them.
That's right.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Nicole, I
much.
appreciate
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction and analysis to everything we just heard. Well, and the ones that didn't vote for your bills but run on.
So, okay, he got up to shake her hand. Okay. And then he walks away on stage on a live TV interview. And you can tell that the producers and the cameramen there are trying not to pick up on the fact that Biden's just walking off on stage. They're trying to, time it to the point where it doesn't look like, you could see Biden's legs behind Nicole Wallace. Come on. It's bad. It's bad. And I understand that maybe, Joe Biden's a bit rusty when it comes to the media appearances. I mean, he hasn't done a lot of interviews since, calling the host of the Breakfast Show or the Breakfast Club, whatever it's called, the radio show, when he said that if you're having trouble whether or not to vote for me, then you ain't black. Like, if you think that's already bad enough as is, there's just a whole compilation of horrible, just bad timing, bad words, bad everything. And again, I do have a bit of sympathy because I know people that are struggling with decline in mental health and stability. But none of them ever decide, hey, I'm going to run for office. I'm going to run for leadership of the entire nation. I'm going to take control of every aspect of America and be responsible for all this stuff. And considering the fact that Joe Biden was already a bad person to begin with before even all this decline. It's just making it even worse. And the fact that we were at the verge of nuclear war and still continuing to be on the verge of nuclear war with a demented person like this. Oh, at least I can laugh. At least I can laugh.
On them.
That's right.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Nicole, I
much. It's
appreciate
great to
it.
have you.
Thank
It's
you.
great to have you. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction and analysis to everything we just heard. Well, and
then we're going to go to commercial anyway. That's usually when you leave an appearance, as they go to break, and then you can get off. When they shut the cameras off, then you can walk away. Oh, my God. Now, I know there's a few Biden fanatics out there that are trying to compare this to Trump and saying that Trump did the exact same thing when he walked off stage on a 60 Minutes interview. Now, keep in mind, Trump walked off the 60 Minutes interview in a fit of rage. That's different compared to this. That is totally different compared to this. Trump was angered by what I think it was Leslie Stahl, who was the interviewer, was saying to Trump, and Trump was just having an emotional fit, and they walked off on stage. That's pretty common. That's pretty common in a lot of these, national interviews. But it's just hysterical. This is just hysterical. Same with the 4th of July. Like, you would think by now, that you would get a grip on this. And I don't know, maybe we should, pledge our money, maybe take some of that money away from Ukraine. Take some of that money away from arming, Wall Street and sending it off to military contractors. Maybe we could pool some of that taxpayer money together to get Biden like a service dog. Or one of those robotic ones. Those Boston Dynamics that can walk him off on stage. It would at least look nice. You can call it, Body or Rexy or give it some cute little name. Because it's more embarrassing for him. Like, I feel embarrassed for him than it is just hysterical. And it really makes you sit and wonder who's actually taking control of America. Because if Biden cannot walk off stage or finish the sentence, and Kamala Harris can barely talk without giggling herself in a fit, who actually has control? Who actually has control? It's not the president, and it's not the vice president. And we know that now, but it's been a long while that the president of the United States had any control. Just like Chuck Schumer said to Donald Trump, the intelligence communities have 9 ways to Sunday to take down the president if the president doesn't go in line with the intelligence community. Just think how bizarre and dystopian that is. The intelligence community is telling the president how to run the country. That's just massively, massively evil, corrupted, and why people like RFK Jr. are speaking on behalf of dismantling the CIA and the intelligence community. That we need transparency back in this country more than ever.
well, and